Thank you so much for keeping it on Great Day SA. San Antonio, are you ready for fight night this Saturday at the Dome? The match is between undefeated fighter Ryan Garcia and knockout champ Emmanuel Tego. But today, we are honored to get the chance to talk about the event with a legendary champion and now fight promoter. Take a look.
Hard right hand by De La Hoya. Outclass is too big a word for what's happening here. Good uppercut by De La Hoya. On another rocket left hook. A sensational left hook. Two big shots upstairs. Down goes by Hoya again. If he can knock him out, and he does. Oscar De La Hoya has the most satisfying win of his whole career.
Please help me welcome no stranger to the show, Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy himself. Yes, come on, come on. Welcome. We're so honored to have you here, especially me watching you growing up with my family. You always brought my family together.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
So welcome
thank
to
you
our
so much.
family.
Coming in. It is amazing to be here. Just brings back a lot of memories, and so I'm pretty stoked about it. So.
Yes, good. And like we were saying, you came right in time for Fiesta, so you have a lot to celebrate this weekend.
Yes, I mean, the Fiestas are amazing, right? 2 whole weeks of just nothing but partying and having a great time, and so we had to stage like a major fight around the Fiestas.
Yes, smart.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia, he's our next like young superstar who's in the making, and it's going to be a lot of fun on Saturday night at the Alamo Dome.
Exactly, and you know, he has a huge fan base here, as obviously you do with all of us. But before we talk about Ryan a little more, we want to catch up with you, see how you've been doing. I know that you have a lot going on in your life. I was doing my research on your social media, and you just look so happy. You're a proud father.
Sure.
You are an entrepreneur now. You're a promoter. I mean, all the success that you have, it shines through.
Wow,
and just tell us what you've been doing, what you've been up to for those that might not really know.
Just spending a lot of time with the family, working a lot, just balancing everything out, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Happy with my girlfriend there, Holly.
So beautiful. I know, and that's the thing.
That's my kid, Jacob, Devin, Oscar. But yeah, no, just trying to balance everything out. That's
what I was
basically
gonna
it.
ask.
Yeah,
How do you?
I think I finally found that balance, right? Because there's so much on my plate. I actually recently started working on my tell-all story. I can't really say what platform it's gonna be on, but it's gonna be a major one. It's a 4-part series about my life.
Wow.
And then we're starting talks about a movie, a motion picture about my life. So it's things are well. Things are running smooth, to say the least. But I love what I do. I love promoting and boxing and going to different countries and states and just doing business and just looking for that next young kid who's going to be the next golden boy. So it's a lot of fun.
That's so cool. You have an eye, or do you think, is it something they do? Is it the way they train? What is it where you say, that's who I need on my team?
I have somewhat of an expertise, but I do have great scouts who go to different gymnasiums across the country, across the globe, and they search for these young kids who are just very talented and just who need the opportunity. And so, this Saturday we have a lot of young kids, local kids, who can become the next stars in boxing. So I'm really looking forward to that. We have 12 fights in store for all the fans watching it live at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, they got to get
live on the zone globally. So we're excited.
Well, we are too, definitely here in San Antonio. We've been counting down the days. The whole team here is like, yes. And you know, we're talking about young boxers and all of that, and boxing in general. I feel like the boxing world has changed up so much over the years. It's extending to exhibition fights like Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. or Evander Holyfield versus Vitor Belfort. Do you think, is that the future, like more, or you know, even the young guy that
fought? Jake Paul.
Yes, and, you already knew what I was saying.
Absolutely. Look, what I think about that is that more eyeballs, younger eyeballs to boxing. Look, Jake Paul has a great following. You know, when Floyd Mayweather fought one of the brothers, the Paul brother, it's great for boxing. It's great for the sport. It attracts a younger audience, the next generation. I mean, my kids are talking about boxing now. My kids want to step in the ring now. So It's great for the sport. It just gives these kids an opportunity to just showcase their talent, get them off the streets, stay in the gym. So I'm all for it.
That's so true. I actually box as my sport, as my form
your
to release
workout,
and exercise.
yeah, okay.
And my coach was telling me that that a lot of kids start so young, like you,
Yeah,
right? You start at
sure.
5 years old,
Yeah.
and it is a way to get them
Yeah.
off the streets, keep them on the right path with
Yeah.
learning, dedication,
Right.
determination, discipline. So
Sure, exactly. It's funny because just the other day, a doctor of mine was telling me, "Oh my gosh, my kids got into boxing. They're really not coordinated and this and that." I go, "Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
They'll learn it over time, but most importantly, it's gonna make them strong. It's gonna make them, there's a certain type of toughness that it brings out in you." And so when you're practicing boxing on hitting the heavy bag or jumping the rope, it's a great workout. It's a stress reliever, but it just, for kids, I love it because, and you don't have to do it professionally or do it as a job.
Yeah.
You can just go to the gym and learn how to fight. And when I say learn how to fight, it's basically learn the technique of defense, learn the technique of respect, respect yourself, respect others. Because there's the thing about boxing when you learn boxing, it gives you confidence. It gives you this ability to be in control.
Yes.
So, and I love that for kids. It gives you a mental toughness. So I'm all for it. I mean, I think that Jake Paul, the fact that he's, has this young audience, Ryan Garcia, he's just the next phenom in boxing. He's 23 years old. I think all these kids that are looking up to them, hopefully they take it up as a hobby, but they learn to train their minds, their bodies, to be in control.
Yeah, there's a level of respect that comes with all of it. And
yes.
I have a new respect for the sport too. Everything you have had to do, the training is
That's
so
crazy.
You are so tired after you do a little bit.
Right.
You are proof though that you can do what you want to do despite your background, despite our parents were immigrants.
Right.
What do you say to anyone out there who might have a lot of fear in themselves? What would you say?
I mean, look, you have two choices. Fear to me is either you face everything and rise, or you fear everything and run. It's like, fear is I say it's like a pigment of your imagination. You know, it's like you have control, and that's why I love boxing so much, is because yes, you have control, but when you're boxing, when you're training, when you condition your body and your mind, and you know how to fight and defend yourself, you become this person that's almost invincible and confident and in control, and that's what I love about it. So look, just tackle your fears, tackle your dreams, and just go for it.
Love it. Thank you. I can't stop smiling. Thank you for everything that you're sharing with us. I know it means a lot to our audience, but you guys better keep it right here. When we return, we're going to talk everything Ryan Garcia. Stay with us.